Hello, konnichiwa, hola everyone. Hi. Welcome to the stream. Today is just a little Zatsudan. I don't know how long it's gonna be. I just wanted to, the month is ending, and this month has been very packed in a way, at least for me. So yeah, I just wanted to, sit down for a bit and chat about it. So I hope that's okay. So yeah, I hope your month and your week has been good. And where do we begin? Well, first of all, we had a lot of rescheduling this month, stream-wise, because dates kept changing for stuff IRL. As you may or may not know, I think I've mentioned it before. Yeah, I have. I'm currently part of musical theater production in my town, and so we've been having a lot of rehearsals lately. Thankfully, the next 2 months are gonna they're gonna be less packed in that regard. But this past month they get usually they give us like a monthly schedule, like the one I give you guys for rehearsals. But this time they didn't do that. I think ever since April, or yeah, like April, March, somewhere there. I think April. They had been releasing one weekly, and then sometimes they just wouldn't. And so I would like plan my week, or in the case of the channel, the streaming, the whole month. And then all of a sudden there would be like, during the week of, we're gonna have a rehearsal this day at this hour, and I'd be like, well, shoot, I already have a stream plan, but it's not like I can't miss rehearsal. So yeah. And on top of that, it just happened to be my finals period. I finished last week, so it was a lot. So when I wasn't busy with that, I was busy with final projects and all that. And yeah, it just it was a lot. And so that's why I had to reschedule a bunch of things out of um the blue, I guess, because I wasn't expecting those changes, right? So, but life never goes the way you expected. Almost never. So yeah, that's why we had a lot of rescheduling this month. And then on when was it? Like the middle of the month, I think. Let me pull up the post, because I made a community post about it. I remember when I had to rearrange everything again. I was like, okay, this is the schedule for the month, for real. Yeah. By the way, how is the background music? I think it's barely audible. Oh no, it just stopped. What happened there? Let me properties. What happened here? Okay, here's a file. Here's a file. Maybe it's there we go. I think it should be fine now? Question mark? Where's the community post I was looking for? Dun dun dun. Okay, that's a bit loud. Yeah, it was on. Oh, it doesn't say. It just says 13 days ago. But yeah, almost in the middle of the month that I had to I was finally able to release a proper final schedule. So yeah. So, wait. I had like my I had my preview, like the audio on, so I could check the volume of the background music, and I got distracted. So yeah, it wasn't until the middle of the month that I was able to provide a proper schedule. Now for June, because June starts tomorrow, go figure. Um, I already have a rough sketch, I guess, of for streaming. But I'm having a bit of a dilemma. So I roughly know what I'm gonna be playing and which days, because as I said before, they finally gave us like a schedule for the next 2 months. So I already know which days I'm gonna be rehearsing, unless they call me for something else. But I doubt it. Yeah, so I already have like established the days where I'm in and these hours at which I'm gonna be doing rehearsal for the next 2 months. But so based on that, I already planned a bit the streaming schedule for the month. But I've been wanting for a couple of months now to try and start streaming on Twitch again. Now, the original idea was to, or is, or like, because I haven't decided yet, to mix it up. Like, I'm not gonna completely disappear from here and just go to Twitch. What I want to do is to like keep at it like 2 streams per week, but one is gonna be on Twitch and the other is gonna be here. Now, the problem with that currently is that I don't want to, like, I of course have to like decide which games I take over to Twitch and which games stay here. What I want to do is that I want to the games that I have already been playing here, I want to keep them here. And this is basically like a trial period, I guess, if you could say. Because I just want to see how things go over on Twitch. I streamed there for 2 years ago, and then I had to stop because of IRL stuff. I got busier, and I wasn't able to stream on the days that I had planned back then. So I stopped, and then I came back a year later, but not on Twitch, but on here on YouTube, and it has been only on YouTube for the past 7, almost 8 months. But because I've been seeing that a lot of people are on Twitch, and I want to make more VTuber friends, I decided that I wanted to try it out. But I don't want to leave you like guys just like be like, okay, I'm going over to Twitch and bye. Of course, the bots from Twitch are gonna be archived in my other channel and then uploaded on the playlist that we have on this channel, so that you can still like see them. But I know that not a lot of people, you know, necessarily like Twitch or are on Twitch, so I would understand. Like how do I explain? I'm a mess. It's been a day. Today has been a day. But what I'm trying to say is that I know some people might not like or want to do the transition, and that's totally okay. That's why I want to like do a stream on Twitch and then another one here, at least for a while, and see if I see that Twitch is just not my thing. I would just completely switch back here, or if I see that things are better over there, then I probably would stay there, or maybe find a middle ground and just do one here, one there, depending on IRL stuff and on how we do. Now the dilemma I have currently is the games that I want to bring over there, because I don't want to just switch there and be like, okay, we're gonna play Amnesia here when I've already started on YouTube. And I also have a slight I guess I'm struggling to decide. I want to start playing Undertale this month, but the problem is I don't know if I want to play it here or on Twitch, because that one is a brand new game, because we're starting new games and I would have to keep them separate so I don't like confuse people on, like, let's say I start Undertale here and then part 2 I do it over on Twitch, and then the people who only tuned in for part 1 are gonna be like, where's part 2? And then I just come back with part 3. So it, so that's what I've been struggling with a bit. I'm still deciding on what I'm gonna do, and I also need to do some testing before so I can like figure out how to make it work, because I would have to have a slightly... Why is the music stopping? I don't get it. What? Oh, there it is. That's why. There we go. Okay. I didn't have it on... Anyway, so yeah. Where was I? My short attention span. I was talking about games. I already forgot. Hello. Welcome. Oh, my train of thought got really lost there. I forgot. I got distracted by the music. Well, the point at the end of the day is that I'm still trying to figure out... Oh yeah, I remember now. I need to do some testing and some investigating to know how Twitch works again, because again, it's been 2 years since I last streamed there. So yeah, I need to figure out a lot of things, and also because I think my setup would have to at least slightly change every time I switch platforms. So that's gonna be a thing. That's why I'm also a bit hesitant about doing like one here, one there. But because if I make the switch, I maybe would do a complete switch over there. But like I said, I don't want to just leave you guys here like, I move over to Twitch and I stop streaming here, and the people who don't use it, then now what, So yeah, that's a bit of the dilemma I've been having recently. And yeah, that's the main thing I'm working on right now. Also, I just realized while I was working, trying to make a rough sketch of this month's schedule, I realized that I'm working on a lot of things. Uni might be over, the semester might be over, but turns out I started to do a lot of projects, music related, covers. And as you know, because I produce everything, I try to not illustrate as many covers as possible, because it takes a bit, not just to do the illustrations, though I'm actually becoming quicker because of how often I make stuff for covers, but the editing. And it's a good practice to start, figuring out how to make MVs more fluid, I guess. More I guess to make them look a bit more professional. But it takes a lot of time, and that also, messes up a bit with my stream schedule. That's why I'm also sometimes like, I want to stream more, but if I stream more, then I have less time to edit those things. and it's the constant struggle of, I guess, content creation. And I found out that I was slowly burning myself out, which is not what we want, because again, I realize I have a lot of projects ongoing behind the scenes. And for example, I'm trying to do a cover of Aidaru, you know, the song from Oshinoko, which I haven't watched, by the way. I've been meaning to watch it, but then again, I haven't had the time to, because when it comes to anime, I don't like to put it in the background. I like to, because you know, I may know a little bit of Japanese, but it's not to the point where I can just listen to it, right? So with anime, I like to pay attention, or more than like to, I have to pay attention, otherwise I don't know what's going on. And so I need to find the time to just sit down and watch it, which is the hard part. But I've listened to the song so many times, and I really like it. So I decided that I wanted to do a cover of it. And it started as a small thing. I was just gonna do a single illustration and maybe add some movement to it, but that was gonna be it. And you know, the cover, which ended up being pretty hard, by the way. I listened to the song and I was like, oh yeah, it's, you know, it has a lot of layers, but I can do it. You know, it's fine. Like, not easy, but like it's fine. And then when I recorded it, I was like, oh shoot, you know. And yeah, that was it ended up being harder than I expected. The vocals, the main vocals, I still need to record some other stuff for the layering. And then the illustration part, I was watching the original one and I was like, oh, maybe I could do this too, and then this other thing, and then it evolved into a full thing that it's now not like enormous, I guess, but it is more than just one illustration or three, and it's gonna take a bit. So yeah, it ended up, you know, I just realized that I didn't properly, like, I did say my greeting, but I didn't forget my greeting this time. I just forgot to say, hi, I'm Leo and I'm the resident Demi Vampire singer and professional simp here. I never said that one before, but we can establish that too. And VTuber, yeah, that's the one. Anyway, we're already like halfway, and this is probably just gonna be an hour long because you know, I need to get back to work. I was actually working on stuff on another cover that is not idle before the stream, and then I lost track of time, and then I realized it was 5 minutes before the stream, and I was like, oh shoot. And so I saved everything, closed everything, and then opened OBS and the tracker and all that in a hurry. That's why I was like 2 minutes late. But yeah, so that happened with Idol. So I'm still working on it. I'm still working on the illustrations and on the vocals. It's gonna take a bit, but hopefully at latest I hope to release it next month at some point. Because, you know, at the same time I need to keep releasing things. I can't just focus on that. So I've been working on it like on and off. And I'm working on another 3 covers that are also gonna have illustrations, but just one this time. Like, I'm not gonna do more for those. So that's cool, I guess. But I was struggling, for example, yesterday with Overdose by Natori, I think. Yeah, Natori. Or Natori, I don't know. But I don't know, I always fear I'm mispronouncing things. But yeah, Overdose. Because I wanted to do it on the original key, which is like on the high note, it's like if I transpose it like to my higher voice on the same key, it's fine. But I wanted to do it on like the low voice because for a while, or more like for the longest time in my life, I was obsessed with trying to reach higher notes. And then all of a sudden, I don't know when it happened, I switched from wanting to reach higher notes to maybe it was mostly during my musical era because that's what you know the most of the songs that are pretty amazing have higher notes, so maybe that's why I had this like obsession with wanting to reach higher notes, but now all of a sudden I don't know when I switched to wanting to reach the lowest, and so I tried to do that and I just could not. I just could not. I would just end up whispering like this, and it sounded really weird. Like it just didn't sound good. It didn't sound good. So I was like, and I was also straining a bit my voice because whispering is actually like not that great. Like if it's not in your at the level of your speaking voice, let's say. So yeah. So I was struggling with that, and then I just gave up and decided that I was gonna do it on the higher key, but I was frustrated after because I had been trying for a bit. I had been trying for a bit to record the on the original key, and then I just changed the key and on the program, and then I was like, okay, this should work, and I tried, and then I was just frustrated, and I decided I'm just gonna leave this for later because I'm gonna revisit this because right now I cannot anymore with the song. So yeah. And what else did I do during this month? Oh, I went to see Guardians of the Galaxy 3. That was great in 4D. That was great. I went at like the last screening they had that date, so I ended up exiting the cinema at like 1 a.m., which was pretty late. I'd never been that late in a cinema, I think. Or at least that I can recall. But it was pretty great, and I was actually worried, like, what if I fall asleep? Because I was pretty tired that day, and no, because they shook me, they shook me good in that 4D seat, and it was pretty great. Of course, no spoilers, but I think it's just a really good movie on its own, and I think that's what Marvel has been lacking recently. That they're so obsessed with connecting everything that they just forgotten about like just making a good movie that can stand out on its own. You know, focusing more on the characters, or at least that's what I feel like. I used to not have problems with Marvel until I watched a certain TV series, and then Quantumania happened, and I thought it was good. But it didn't also feel like an Ant-Man movie. Whereas the Guardians, they're gonna be connected somehow to whatever they're working on, because everything is. But it just felt like a Guardians of the Galaxy movie, and I thought that was pretty great. And the story is really touching and really good. I didn't cry though. I know a lot of people were talking about that, but I understand why everyone was crying their eyeballs out, but I didn't. I don't know. So yeah, that's another thing I did during all that mess. I managed to catch a screening in 4D. And what else? What else did I do? I already talked about my semester. I finished. It was good. It was a good end of the semester. Yeah, I think that's all I did pretty much? Question mark? Yeah. So, yeah, that was it. That was really pretty much it. But yeah, the main reason why I wanted to do this was to catch up on those things and discuss a bit more the Twitch thing. I thought it was gonna take me longer to discuss that, but apparently no. So yeah, I'm trying to figure things out. There's a lot of things I want to do, but then again, because my main focus is on singing on the covers, that doesn't allow me to maybe do as much as I'd like streaming wise, because I have to always like hurry. And I don't know if I should check up. This is something that I've been thinking about, but I don't want to do it, you know. And other people have told me, maybe you should take a break, and I understand why, and I definitely thought about it when I started feeling like that I'm slowly starting to burn out a bit, because it was just, when I was doing the sketch of the schedule for June, I was like, wait, okay, so I can stream these days because I have rehearsal, but I can stream all these other days. So, and I started scheduling and all that, and then I was like, oh, but wait, I can't stream that often because I need time to work on the covers, and these days editing the audios takes a bit more, especially with super layered songs like Idol. That one is gonna take so long. And then then I realized that I subconsciously had started a lot of projects, and that I have illustrations for covers that I have not recorded yet, but the illustration's ready, and others were like the audio is almost ready but the illustration isn't, and all that. I ended up having to hurry the heck out of the cover last week because I was right when I finished the semester. I had already scheduled meeting with one of my friends, and that I hadn't seen in a while, and I could not cancel that. And I also was finishing the last project I had to turn in, and when I least expected it, I realized that it was already Friday night and I had absolutely nothing, and I ended up recording at 12 a.m. which is something I try not to do, not because I don't want to, but because I have neighbors and I have to be considerate of them, and I can't be belting at 12 a.m. on a Friday night. Maybe on a Saturday night, but on a Friday night, that's a no-no. So yeah. So yeah, I was thinking that maybe I need a break, because I've never really taken a break from this. Even when I go out during holidays or summer break to other places, to visit family, I always plan ahead and pre-record everything and schedule everything. So even if I'm away from my computer and I can't do stuff, there's still content. And I'm still constantly working on stuff like translations and illustrations and what's next. I just can't turn my brain off anymore. So yeah, that stressed me out a bit recently, and I ended up like a bit overwhelmed and stressed. And I started to actually think about it, but when I really think about, maybe I should go away at least 1 week, without uploading anything, I just don't like it. I want to stream, I want to keep recording and editing. I just need to find the balance. It was slightly easier before because I just recorded songs and edited them and all that. Even if when I started doing the illustrations, it was still more manageable because it was just that. But now I also have to stream because I want to, not because it's my obligation or anything, So yeah, it's just trying to find the balance in all of that I've been struggling with it recently. So I just need to organize myself a bit better so I don't actually burn myself out and then just end up like a zombie. So yeah. And I think that's all I wanted to talk about, really. I can't quite show you the schedule yet, even if it's like a rough estimate, because I need to, for one of the games that I want to bring over to Twitch, I need to test some things to make sure that my computer doesn't catch fire while streaming, because one thing I do remember from when I streamed over there is that I wasn't even able to use my model because everything would just lag. I particularly remember that I was trying to stream Deltarune with my model, and the game just slowed very, very bad. So yeah, I need to figure some things out and make sure that everything would work out well, and in case it doesn't, then I'm just gonna stay here, you know. And yeah, and you know, if I'm okay here, you know, I don't have any problems streaming on YouTube. I like streaming on YouTube, but I did realize that I would like to maybe do collabs with other people and meet, you know, people that also do VTubing. And from my research, most of them are on Twitch, not on YouTube. Most of them just have a Twitch channel. So that's really the main reason why. Audience wise, I don't really have a particular, you know, opinion. I'm okay here. So yeah, it's just more about I want to connect with more people that also do this. So yeah, that's why I started like looking into it. And now I need to figure out like what it would entail. So that's why I can't quite give you a rough schedule of the month yet, because I need to figure out how it works to stream over there. So yeah. Anyway, what else I could talk about? I just don't want to cut the stream so short, but I think that was all I wanted to talk about, because I haven't, other than Guardians, I didn't watch anything, so I can talk about shows right now. I know season 3 of Demon Slayer is I think still ongoing. I haven't watched anything. I just listened to the opening because I love Man with a Mission. So that's why I know it, and that's why I listen to it. And I also need to watch more anime to know more songs, because that's, you know, I want to keep covering openings and all that, but I don't want to just, because I missed on a lot of Demon Slayer things last year. I ended up bombarding you between April and May with a lot of covers from Demon Slayer, and that's not what I want to do. I want to space things out, and that's why I haven't looked at the ending song, because I already uploaded like 4 Demon Slayer covers almost back to back, and I don't wanna saturate you guys with that. I want to keep uploading different songs. That's why I'm always looking into more stuff, and there are all things that I want to do. So I'm not forcing myself to do anything. It's just I just really need to find the time to sit down and watch. Maybe we could do watch-alongs. Actually, I would have to sit down and figure out how to like put a timer here and how it works. But maybe we could do that, and that way I would also catch up with all those things. That's a good idea to link into. I'll look into it more than think about it. I'm gonna try to figure out that. I don't know if it happens when it would happen, but we could definitely do that. Okay, I'm gonna think about that. Reaction wise, I'm a 50-50, so I don't want to put up any expectations. Like, I either talk a lot during things, or I just stay completely silent. It depends on the media, but yeah. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I already talked about the schedule. I talked about well, aside from my musical theater, I started taking guitar and violin lessons recently, so that's also that's mainly actually why the Saturday streaming schedule changed all of a sudden, because I can no longer do it during the mornings, because that's when I take my violin lessons. So yeah, and I also need to catch up on Japanese. I've been taking Japanese lessons. I think you guys already know that from the ending of the finale of Doki Doki Literature Club Plus that we had, because I was rushing through it because I was late for my class. I've already been taking them, and I need to catch up because I fell behind during the whole thing about rehearsals and uni work and all that. So I need to catch up on that, actually. You know, I would like to do a Duolingo stream, but I don't. Again, I would need to figure out how that would work, because I know they have a web version. But I don't know. I need to look into that. And yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out whether I stream here and on Twitch, or if I just make a full change just to try things out. But I will keep you guys posted on that. And I know this was very short, but oh, hi, Xiao. Welcome. It's just yeah, I don't know what else to talk about, really. Thank you. I don't know what it means. I'm sorry. I don't know what this means. Yeah, I already touched on all the things that I wanted to touch on. As far as my list goes, I'm looking at it, and I think that's everything. I even have, like, right here the rough schedule right beside me, because I was looking at it earlier, trying to figure what I was gonna do. And also I make always, like, the list of games that I have ready, because I wish I could just stream whatever, but you know, I can't just buy every game. I've been actually wanting to play Pizza Tower because it got recommended to me. Wait. Oh, I don't understand. Hold up. What does this mean? Let me look it up. Da-da. I'm pretty sure. Google Translate. I know you're not the best, but help me out here. Oh, is it is it? Why is my keyboard? Okay, there we go. Is it Turkish? Is it Turkish? According to Google Translate, it's Turkish. Confirmation. How is this pronounced? Hold up. Oh, it crashed. Ah. Beautiful and colorful. Oh, thank you. I'm not even gonna attempt it. I'm sorry. I don't want to. Güzel ve renkli. Renkli. Thank you. I'm glad you like my model. Oh, merhaba is hello in Turkish. Ooh, marhaba. Hello, hi. I'm good. Thank you for being here. I didn't know. Interesting. I want to learn so many languages, but time is the most difficult resource to manage. Yeah. Thank you for watching. I would never expected someone from Turkey to be here. That's very I like that. But yeah. Oh, is it lagging a bit? My movement is a bit sluggish. There we go. Thank you. I hope I didn't mispronounce anything. I have a hard time with words sometimes, but yeah. So, I don't know. What else do we talk about? I'm a bit lost. I don't know. I would have usually just ended stream here. But you know, I don't want to just end it, and you know, since you just got here, I don't want to just end. I want to go on at least until like the hour hits, but I don't know what else to talk about. Yep, I'm in blank. I don't know. I think it's better if... Oh, don't worry. It's fine. I just wasn't expecting anyone else coming in, but that's okay. Thank you for being here. I think we're gonna call it here today because we've already touched on everything, and I'm just gonna be here silently, just staring at the void, and I don't want to do that. You know, it's not entertaining. So I might not have the schedule just yet, but I just remembered. We're gonna be finishing Tomorrow Won't Come for those without on Friday. Probably at the same time than last time, which was 8 p.m. EST, which is 5 p.m. PST, Pacific time. We're gonna get the other ending and finish the game. So do look forward to that. I'm gonna have the... Okay. Don't worry. It's okay. Love you too. Bye. So yeah. Look forward to that. We're gonna have that stream on Friday because I can stream this Saturday, unfortunately. And from there, I'm gonna try to work everything out for how it's gonna work this month. I'm gonna figure it out. So, yeah. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for being here and hanging out with me. I'm sorry for confusing you, probably, with all the rambling about schedules. It's tough. And so yeah. I'm gonna keep on working on the covers so I don't have the same situation as last week. And I'll see you on Friday. Okay? Bye bye. Oh wait, wrong face. There we go. Bye. That's not the screen. There it is. Everything's been scuffed today. I'm sorry. Okay, bye everyone.